an all-new episode of Hanging with the Dreamer every Monday at 12 noon. Available wherever you stream. Hey everybody, it's your old boy the Dreamer. It's Friday, and today hanging out Dreamland Studios with your old boy the Dreamer is from Houston, Texas, Slade and Matt from Riot the Witness. So before I bring my guests out who are waiting so patiently in the green room, I just have a very, very special announcement. And before I make that announcement, I've already made it official on social media, but I'll just do it again. Before I make that announcement, I just want to let everybody know the year is almost over. And if you'd like to sign up to be a member of my Patreon family, for as little as like $5 a month, a cup of coffee, you will get your name shouted out, and you will get your name also in the brand new outro video that I'm planning right now. The first 20 names that I get, and this is a brand new Patreon page of mine, so I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress, guys. But the first 20 names I get will be etched in stone for all eternity on my new outro video that I am currently designing. And now, my big announcement. Okay, one more thing, guys. Before I get to that, I also just want to say that I have some killer interviews lined up, at least down on paper. Till the rest of the year, I have some spots open in December. But otherwise, I'm booked solid till 2023. So please subscribe on the Dreamer's Life, subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, like my Instagram posts, follow me on Twitter. You know, follow me everywhere. Follow me on all social media platforms, and be sure to stay notified. Check out the show like page on Facebook, the like page of Hanging with the Dreamer on Facebook, and stay notified. Stay notified. I have some killer stuff coming up, and I would hate anybody to miss anything. And lastly, but most certainly not least, it is now official. It's been made official this week on social media that now my first real, I'm so excited to say this, I'm kind of choked up thinking about it, but this is truly a great day for the Dreamer and a great day for Dreamland Studios. My affiliate, the first official affiliate and cross-promoter for Dreamland Studios, The Dreamer's Life, Hanging with the Dreamer, me, the Dreamer, MetalBabeMayhem.com. At MetalBabeMayhem.com, you can find quality band merch, jewelry. And believe me, I have a couple, I have an Aussie cross coming. I have a Judas Priest steel razor blade pending coming. And I also have an AC/DC lightning bolt pending coming. Check out MetalBabeMayhem.com. And speaking of MetalBabeMayhem.com and Allison Masson, a big shout out to her. I have a few words from MetalBabeMayhem.com. So let's see what the good people have to say. MetalBabeMayhem.com, your one-stop shop for all things rock and metal. Check it out.
Metal Babe Mayhem is more than just an online store. It's a destination.
Shine a light on me when I'm scared of the dark.
MetalBabeMayhem.com carries over 150 rock and roll products, including clothing, jewelry, and accessories.
For good and not for greed.
There you go, metalbabemayhem.com. The official first affiliate of the Dreamer's Life, Hanging with the Dreamer, and of your old boy the Dreamer. metalbabemayhem.com is a one-stop shop for all and everything rock and metal. Now, without further ado, I will have some honorable mentions at the end of the show today. So, without any further ado, let's call out Slade, let's call out Matt, and the mighty Lincoln Love, Riot the Witness. Welcome back. Welcome back to Hanging with the Dreamer.
What's going on,
Hey
dude?
guys,
Hi.
what's up? Everybody in the car?
We're on the move, baby.
I'm taking a lunch break, so I got a couple minutes to get on.
Okay, cool.
Gotta get on.
Definitely. Thanks for being here, guys. So, what's been happening in the land of Riot the Witness since the last time we spoke?
A lot, actually.
Well, this we've kind of taken off the rest of the year. We may do a show or two, but mostly taken off to concentrate on some other things, finishing the EP, and then we've been wanting to shoot. We have a bunch of promo animated videos, but we wanted to shoot an official band video, so we did that this past weekend. It took Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and shot a video for Hiding Skeletons, and we're also adding another guitar player, a guy that I've known and written with before. So we're excited about that. We're going to be announcing that as well. But the video, I'm going to go get all the footage dumped tonight, start looking at it. But just in camera and stuff was looking pretty cool, and it was. It's also a learning process because we do everything ourselves, record and do everything 100% ourselves. So this is also a learning experience, but it's going to be really cool. It was looking really, really cool. Good vibes and good learning experience, as well. Working as a band and a little more bonding time, hanging out, So
That's good. That's good. That's good. So what's new with you there, Mr. Lincoln Love?
I was just rocking and rolling. I've been, like you said, recording the videos and stuff, and then I've been doing a side gig with Jeff Canada, which is a country gig, and it's been pretty fun. It's been fun. I was jumping back and forth doing the gig and then doing the video. That's been a cool experience to do both things.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So, Slade, what would you like to tell the world about your new guitar project you're working on?
Well, my solo gig stuff, or what exactly?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have some other music and some solo guitar stuff that I've been working on. Just kind of instrumental stuff. I have a couple of tunes. I put one little video out, but it's just kind of another little personal side project that's not. It looks a little more metal, a little more 80s metal, I guess, with some heavy riffs and just some solo work and stuff like that. Probably make some my own videos and things. Just something to put out as a kind of just a little side project for myself.
That sounds dope.
Yeah. So, but with Riot, we've been writing a lot of kind of different music. I mean, it's still rock, but we were experimenting with some more electronica stuff. We have another new song that we've been kind of working on for the new EP called In the Shadows that has kind of a Stranger Things kind of synth vibe to the beginning of it. Then it gets kind of heavy. So yeah, it's constantly being creative, constantly just trying to write new stuff and see what the guys think.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It is cost of being creative. And yeah, one thing I think that along that topic of cost of being creative is when your mind won't shut off. And like 2:30 this morning, something hit me, woke me up out of a dead sleep, and I was just sitting on the edge of the bed looking out the window at the moon, and I'm just kind of meditating a little bit. And I got up, got some coffee going, got to work. So I mean that's the cost of being a creative person, the cost of
Yeah, all that great stuff. I will tell you though, for the Hiding Skeletons video, we did get to play this guitar in the video, which is going to be pretty.
you got yourself, is that an LTD or an ESP?
This is a Hambry, so
Oh.
it's a hand carved George Lynch skeleton guitar. So I thought this was appropriate to play in the video.
Hmm.
So it's gonna look pretty cool on
Yeah,
camera.
that's the Nightmare on Elm Street guitar.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw that. That's cool, man. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for sharing that, no doubt. The cost of being creative, So let's talk about the graphic work, like animation work you're involved with right now, Slade.
So I have my own company, G-Force Animation, and then I also do a lot of animation for the Houston Museum of Natural Science. So I have projects going on with working on the new chemistry hall for the Houston Museum of Natural Science, just finishing up the Hall of Americas, which is now open. And then what else? The new King Tut is opening up. So we're working on animations for King Tut. And then on G4 side, I have architectural animations and logo branding design animations and doing a data center. So a bunch of different animation stuff. And then plus the Riot stuff, which I'll be looking at the footage and editing and then doing effects work and all that stuff. So I've been staying really busy with just all kinds of stuff. Everybody wants projects all at once, and then I have to kind of work, juggle, render, send out for review, then next. I'm also working on something for Lamborghini as well.
That's cool.
So make updates for that. So yeah, I have a lot of animation projects going on that are all across the board, different industries and all that. So it keeps everything exciting, and the creativity is just never stops.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. So, Lincoln, what
Yes.
what were the things that you have learned so far, kind of really maturing musically and really maturing with your experiences with playing with other artists, and like what's some of the takeaways you have from doing that?
It's learning the newest and best skill I'd say is learning how to follow versus lead, which has been nice. Learning how to listen to other like Slade's creative brain. I've had to learn to play the Riot stuff. I've had to learn how to like really tap out of myself and look at somebody else's how does he want this portrayed and why, and not so it's learning how to follow other people's thought process. It's not been all on my shoulders like in creative processes before. And same with Jeff Canada's stuff, it's all pre-recorded. He's got a great studio session guy, so I have to step out and really learn how somebody else thinks versus it's before I've been in other projects, all the creative weight's been on my shoulder and I've had to be solely responsible for my parts and stuff. And with recently, with the way some of the healing I've done with my brain and things versus some of the things I've been through, it's been a nice break too, not having to be the full attention and full creative. It's cool to share like the experience with people. So learning how to step out of myself, which spiritually that grows you, because you're learning how to listen to other people's advice in a broader spectrum too, that other people have a mindset and a brain, and to work in a team environment, business and music and creativity and everything, how to see every aspect individually and learn from other people has been wonderful. And everybody's got, especially people like Slade, have such a freaking brilliant mind. It's cool to learn from other people's, the work that he's put into becoming the man he is. It's like you can learn from that by watching a creative insight, and people don't get that. Not everybody gets that ability, or not necessarily luxury, but like to be able to look at that creative process that somebody else's brain can do is fun. People don't.
So what do you say about that, Slade? What's your side of that coin?
Well, thank you for the kind words, Lincoln. Yeah. Yeah, it is cool because in my animation process, in my creative process, my bandmates or clients or whomever I'm talking to, I always like try to educate them on and bring them along for the ride. You're back. Plus when we're doing the video, trying to before people can see what I see, explaining to them what it is that I want to do with it as we're setting it up, as we're lighting everything. And then once we look at camera, then they start to see what it looks like in camera. Then they kind of start to get, get the idea as well. So, and then that just kind of, keeps evolving.
Well, that's great. That's great. So, what if and this question is actually for both Slade and Lincoln? What have the environment been for Riot playing out, gigging out as of late? Excuse me.
Well, I mean, what we're trying to do, I mean, the point that we're at now, we're working on the next EP. We're adding another guitar player so that the live sound will be even better, and then it isn't just one guitar. We can have the various layers and do more musically as well, and continue to write. But at some point we had to just kind of I wanted to go out on a really good show. So we were supposed to play a show. We basically been playing with a bunch of national bands, because playing with the national bands, it gets us more exposure. And we're at the point where we need to keep getting more exposure. So we're supposed to have a show with 10 years. And then the singer had to cancel because he had emergency vocal surgery. And then we ended up getting this Houston rapper named Zero. So it ended up being a really big show, a lot of people. And we went out on a big show for the year. And now we're just kind of taking a break to focus on other creative things, because, it's everybody works for a living, and then we do music as well. So trying to do that, rehearse for shows, go and play shows, and then you're tired for the weekend. It's hard to get a time to do these other musical stuff that you want to accomplish, and just focus on that because then we also have families and people have kids and wives and girlfriends, and with all of that, everybody competing for your attention all the time. It helps give you a good balance in one way, but another way, you can't just go do the stuff that you want to do, because you have to do all these other things in life. So it's let's go on a nice big show, take some time, let's do a music video, let's finish the recording, then the holidays are coming up, gives people a break, families coming in town, all of that, and then focus on like maybe New Year's Eve. We've been called to do a couple of shows, so we'll kind of start talking about that, but maybe probably focus on a good New Year's Eve show, perhaps. Bring in our new guitar player, announce that, make that a big deal, and have a banging New Year's Eve show as the new Riot 2.0, so to speak. The music video will be out, and then we'll be playing some of the new songs, and then we're working on releasing the new EP maybe in like January, say. And then I'd like to take both EPs and then make like a vinyl record with it, because then we'd have a full record. With like the Riot face on the record, spinning would be pretty dope. So, and it also gives the band members a break as well as me, all of us, to focus on other things, which is good. Being pulled in too many directions at once can get stressful, and people get burnt out, and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
And it takes focus away from the ultimate goal. If you don't, if you're too spread out, you can't create or achieve one life, family, business thing. So it is cool the way the band's the construction of what's going on right now has been great.
I mean, we love
I
playing
agree with everything Slade.
People keep calling to play, and it's like, okay, well, we just keep playing because we want to play, but we really need to just pump the brakes just for a second, and then come back and bang it out, have another banger show.
Plus, it'll make them want us more, right?
Yeah.
Well, they keep calling us, and finally we go, okay, we can do a show. They're like, yes.
Yeah. Sometimes you can play too much as well. If you're too close together, or you're over here, then over there, then people they'll say, well, I'm not going to go over there. I'll just wait to go see them over here. So you always want to have good shows and pull in people and all that as well. So
I think that's kind of happened, to be honest, too. We've seen that, what you just said right there. We've played kind of a lot, boom, 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 in through a year, and then the last couple shows, that's kind of happened where people didn't show up that were showing up, and so you can oversaturate, especially if you play at the same venues too many times in a row.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's a real. I mean, I've seen, with like crowds and venues. I have on this track. I have seen how. Well, I was watching this some behind the scene footage of the latest Iron Maiden tour, and there are people traveling from the South. There are people traveling from Canada. There are people traveling from other countries, because Maiden has that kind of a real strong fan base. But in the back of my mind, I'm always looking at this stuff objectively, but I can't help think how many of these great shows has the venue not been sold out? Has there been any? And I want to encourage you guys, and encourage what you're doing, Slade, and encourage everybody else, just to hang in there and know that the best is yet to come. You're right on track, and you're doing the right thing, what you think is right. Nothing but good can become of it. And other people want your attention, and throw life, as it were, throw life in the mix. But I've seen that and experienced myself that no matter what happens, no matter where your attention is drawn, just keep in mind that creativity, keep in mind that creative inspiration.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we do it because we love it. We love music, and
that's it.
And the creation of music is, that's the success. The music is success when we create it, we're happy
Absolutely.
when we refine it and we're happy with it, then we take it out there. But just like I always tell the guys, if you break down the percentage spectrum of being a musician, say 20% is writing. That's the hard part, trying to write and be good musicians, write good music and all that. If you can't do that, then the rest of it is can't say you won't be successful, but you want to be a good artist and write good music. But all the other stuff of creating the band logos and the graphics and the promotions and practicing and getting the gear, I mean, all that stuff is just a lot of work. And as you keep going, sometimes you get frustrated because you don't think you're advancing as enough, or you're stuck in the same kind of cycle, or you're not making enough much money to tour and all this stuff because it gets expensive. But at the end of the day, that we have fun playing together as a band. We have a lot of fun writing and experimenting with new stuff and working together. So it's a great group of guys. It's a great band. It's great. It has still a lot of potential. We'll just keep on doing it, keep on writing, as long as people are coming to the shows. But like the last show is great because we have a whole section of new people who've never heard us, and they're bobbing their heads like, okay, yeah. And they sat there the whole show, and then they have these other people, these other fans that are singing every word of the songs, which is, as a musician, when you get to that point, even we're not selling out gazillion, tickets, still those, few hundred people are, they all know the words. They're all singing everything, at the top of their lungs, and they're jumping around, getting crazy. So that's a pretty cool thing that we're at. We just want to just keep on moving forward, keep climbing the hill, so to speak.
For sure. So, is there any
Okay,
ways?
so my service is no good. I was signing back on to say thank you for having us today, and it was a pleasure to be on the show, in and out. And anytime you need us, always call us, and you guys have the best day ever.
All right, bro.
Hey, thank you very much, Lincoln.
All right, see you, homie.
Peace out, guys.
Have a great day. So, are there any companies that you would be looking at now, Slade, for sponsorship or some kind of a signature deal with?
We haven't done that yet, but I mean, a long time ago, another band I was sponsored by, GHS Strings.
Oh yeah,
probably good. And I played, the TNT Boomers, and that would be probably a good idea to do that kind of thing, to try to get some kind of sponsorships within the band for dollars. We also have been talking to some people here in Houston. There's like the city of Houston gives out these grant monies for different kind of artists, for the musician artists, and because we also want to also incorporate maybe not live art, but like art at the show, that other artists can come to our shows and display their artwork to sell it, as well. So we're looking at some other avenues as far as sponsorships and dollars and stuff to put into the band and put into to getting on the road. So
no doubt. That's awesome. And lastly, can you think of anybody or any brand you'd like to give a shout out to at this moment?
we give a shout out to your show. Give a
Thank
shout
you.
out to the Dreamer. I did like this the Metal Babe Mayhem. I was looking at their website. Looks like they got some pretty good gear. Just like to brand wise, I don't know, but let's give a shout out to Houston, all the artists, all the musicians in Houston, all the artists around around the country that have a band, an idea, that are recording, that are doing it, making music. Just keep doing it. So give a shout out to everybody that's an artist and trying to make a difference and trying to create something cool.
Outstanding. Very well said. Thank you. Well, everybody, when you catch this on the replay, So I'm going to have this, I'm going to have the audio. There will be video and audio now available on all of your streaming platforms. You've been watching Hanging with the Dreamer, featuring Riot the Witness, Slade, Lincoln, and everybody else who has poured their heart and soul into the vision of Riot the Witness. And you've been watching Hanging with the Dreamer featuring Riot the Witness. I am your humble and blessed co-host, well, producer, co-host, host, however you want to put it. My name is The Dreamer. Thank you for watching. Please give us some thumbs up. And please check out metalbabemayhem.com for all things metal and rock. Very soon, for live broadcasts and guitar broadcasts, I'm sure I'll be wearing my Ozzy cross. I'm looking forward to getting that, and I'm looking forward to getting the other things from metalbabemayhem.com. And don't forget, everyone, if you shop at metalbabemayhem.com, be sure to use the promo code The Dreamer's Life, MB10. That's The Dreamer's Life, MB10. All in upper caps, all capitals, to receive an extra 10% off at checkout. And that code is for anybody that wants to use it. Not going to have to pay me anything. I'm putting it out there because I would like to see eventually everybody in my inner circle wearing metalbabemayhem.com merch. That'd be phenomenal. Slade, thank you so very much for your time. Thank you.
Thanks for having us back again. Really appreciate it.
You know, my pleasure. Anytime, really. Anytime. I always love talking to you, Lincoln. I love talking about everything you guys are doing. And, yeah, because I see on social media and I read and I'm like going, man, I want to talk to these guys again.
Excellent.
So I appreciate you being here. And thank you for sharing your Lynch Skull and Bones with everybody. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I greatly appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Slade, Lincoln, everyone involved with Riot the Witness.
All right.
And stay true. Don't lose your musical vision and keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your head to the stars. Keep your eye on the prize and dream big, because dreams can be a reality. This show is proof of that. Thank you very much, Slade. Can't wait to have you guys back and hopefully be able to have you guys back for a live performance.
That would be super cool. We'll definitely keep you informed on the music video. I'll definitely send you a link once we get it to drop, so you'll be one of the first people to check it out, see what you think.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Slade. I can't wait to talk to you guys again, man. Hang tight. Stay focused. Thanks for everything. Thanks for being here. You've been watching Hanging with the Dreamer featuring Riot the Witness. See everybody at 2 o'clock. An all-new episode of Hanging with the Dreamer every Monday at 12 noon. Available wherever you stream.